It's a video.
No.
It's a perfect day to be out collecting for our next project. Come on along with us. Hi everyone. Okay, so at first glance you're probably wondering what in the heck my husband and I were doing, but it's all part of our next couple projects. And I'm really excited to bring these to you because I think fall is one of the most beautiful times of the year, and I think everybody should get out and walk through the woods with that special someone, grandkids, husband, sons, daughters, best friends, favorite fur babies, whatever is perfect for you. Just get outside and enjoy the weather. So what I need you to do is go around and collect some of the most beautiful leaves you can find. Intricate shapes, all different sizes, because we're going to use these in our next couple projects. Unfortunately, what I found out is you really can't film and collect bright shiny objects, aka beautiful leaves, all at the same time. Kind of messy, doesn't look good, makes everybody sick to watch. So I'm back at home again, and I can't wait to show you what I have come across and what I collected in our walk. And from here we'll go into the workshop and I'll show you what I found. Okay, so we're back in the workroom, and here's some of the lovely leaves that I've found. I've got a nice maple that has nice shape around it. I will tell you, you need to be quick about this. Your leaves will dry out so quickly, and they don't hold up well to an iron. I've tried. So what happens is the more they dry out, the more they start to curl up on you, and we need them to try and be as flat as we can possibly get them. I need a little more space here to show you my bevy of beauties. Oh, we had so much fun. We took the dogs for a walk, and see what I mean? They really start to curl up on you, and it just makes it more difficult for us in the next step. But I got a variety of trees and leaves and shapes and colors. Oh my goodness, the colors. It was gorgeous. Don't rule out those beautiful oak leaves. More maple leaves. Try and stay away. I know this guy is really small and he's really cute. Be careful with these. He's not too bad because he doesn't have a whole lot of little tiny bits and pieces to him. Be careful because we're going to have to work around all those little bits and pieces. So when you're picking your leaves, try and stay away from the ones that are going to cause you grief. And you'll know what I mean as we start to get going on our projects. But yeah, I mean, just for the ride home, these are all curling up, and they were dry already anyway. I probably should have pressed them in a book and left them in a book, but you know, I didn't have a book in the car and I didn't think about that. And really, truly, I didn't think they'd curl up that much. So, you know, be picky, throw them out. If they're too curly and too hard to work around, get rid of them. It's not like you can't go out and find some more. The thing I will tell you though, stay away from these. They're beautiful and I love their shapes and everything, but I gotta tell you, they're absolutely boring in our projects. Even if we do the intricate veining, they just, I don't know, they lack something. We'll do something with this one so you can see what I'm talking about for an example, but really, truly, the more interesting things, curves and points and things that you've got going on, the better they're gonna be. So be picky with what you pick up. Make sure it's got some interest to it. Get a variety of things. You don't want everything to be just the same, or maybe you do, and that's up to you. That's not a problem either. But that is the next part. Once we have all of these little lovelies, we have to select the ones that we're going to be using. and which ones are going to work best for us. So let me grab a couple more supplies and then I'll show you what's next. Okay, the next set of supplies that you're going to need some paper. And copy paper works just fine. Whatever paper you've got works just fine. And a thin line Sharpie marker works really good too. Because then what we're going to do is we're going to place the leaves on the paper. And pretty much we're just going to draw around their shape. We want to make a pattern of all the leaves and their shape. Now, you can choose to draw around the stem or not, because in the projects coming up, you can decide whether you want that stem to be made out of your fabrics or if you want to use some other type of textile or medium. There, and see, that's that little leaf. To go ahead and make the intricacies of your leaf, like your stem and your veining and that kind of thing. So it's up to you. I originally draw it and I decide later whether I want it to be fabric or if I want it to be some other textile, thread, yarn, what have you, to do my detailing, or if I'm going to do thread painting or what have you. And it'll all start to make sense as we get more and more into the project. But this is the very first part of what we need to do. So what I will tell you, and it's kind of a tease, we're going to break it up into smaller segments because otherwise this video is going to get super, super long. So what I need you to do is I need you to go collect your leaves with your favorite someone. And then come back and decide which ones you'd like to use. Draw them out on paper so that you have their shape, because they really do dry out and curl up fast. Do plan on drawing around them right away, because like I said, this is a car ride and it's already all curled up. And it makes it harder to draw around, and then they get brittle and they break. And so, yeah. And no, they don't iron well at all, so you can't iron the curls back out of them. But with that said, for this week's project, it's a beautiful walk in the woods. You're collecting some of nature's bounty, some beautiful leaves to work with. And you're going to come back to your workroom with some paper and a Sharpie pen. You're going to draw out your leaves. If you want to put the veining in the leaves so you see how it occurs naturally. And by veining, what I mean are all these little lines. You can see them, they're red on my leaf. If you want to draw in all these little veins and lines so that you can have them on your paper and see how they occur naturally, by all means, any clues or cues that you can add to this to give it more interest, go ahead and use that, because I'll show you what to do with that later. But then once you have all your leaves cut out into your different patterns, then I'm going to show you what to do with all of the different leaves and patterns. I've got some really great ideas for you, some pretty unexpected ones and some pretty typical ones. But either way, it should be great projects. So go to it, my friends. Enjoy your walk in the woods. Enjoy collecting your fall leaves and drawing them all out. And don't be afraid to do crayon rubbings. If you would like to, that'll work for a pattern as well. Just make sure that you outline it with something dark. A nice Sharpie marker works best. And stay tuned for future projects. We'll show you what to do with those. Happy fall, everybody. Enjoy it while you can. Bye for now.